Rotate phone. I don't know why this does this. Alrighty. So I was on StreamYard and StreamYard was not working. I've been having so much problems with StreamYard. It's ridiculous. I keep losing my mic. And then now YouTube Live, I don't know how to turn it sideways. Let's see. Hey, Running Deer, how are you doing? All right, Mr. 2.0 fan. I cannot get my phone turned. I like to do it this way, and every time I go that way, it says rotate device. I don't know why it worked out when I was out on the. Something changed. Something definitely changed. Not sure what changed. All right. Uh, there you go. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to get the studio set up a little different with my phone. It's going to be up and down again. I do not know how to make this thing go sideways. It used to go sideways like this way when I was out in the field, but I don't know. It keeps telling me to rotate device. I don't know. And then last week, I tried to go in and fix it, and what happened was I ended up deleting the whole thing. Was I was trying to fix it. Signing out here. Sorry. So 827. Actually, the comments are still up on StreamYard, and I'm just really dissatisfied with StreamYard too. For some reason, I just can't seem to get it to work for me anymore. Alrighty, so now it's going to be a little hard for me to see the comments down here, but is power button on top? Oh, the power button's on the top when I turn it. Yep, and if I turn it that way, get everybody dizzy. Yep, I spun it the whole way around, so it's just not working. This may make you look skinnier. Yeah. Alrighty. We'll just turn our heads at 90 degrees. Yeah, there you go. So I know many have said the same about StreamYard. Yeah, it's really something else. I had the subscription so I could get more people on, but I deleted that last week. I stopped using it, and then because I was having issues with the mic. And now I could have gotten the mic to work before. The things that I did to get it to work, I sign out and sign back in. A lot of times it's when somebody was on with me, though, so I didn't have to end the broadcast. So I tried to go out and come back on, and it didn't work. And it's not showing my phone as part of the audio any longer. So, yeah. I don't know. It just didn't work. All right. Try Prism. I might have to do that. Hey, yes, I'm back. I'm definitely back, and it's going to be upright. I can't get it to go sideways. Oh, so what I was saying before we got the mic issue, I really appreciate being able to go on and share my video. So I was going through the algorithms on the dashboard for YouTube Studio, and it gives recommended times, like your best times to put your video out. They say it's no guarantee, but as I was going across the country, as I changed time zones, so did the videos. So if I had it set for 5 o'clock, when I got 3 hours away in California, that video now would go out at 2 o'clock. It goes by wherever you're at. So as I was coming back this way, sorry to hear that. Busy with family, hope all is well. Well, sorry to hear your uncle passed away, Dan. Yeah. We'll be praying for your family and stuff. Yeah. And so as I was coming back, glad you made it home. Yes. So as I was coming back across the country, I would lose an hour as I'm driving. So I was scheduling them, and then I would lose an hour, and then the schedules kept changing. So when I got back to PA, all of them were at 4 o'clock. Now I used to put them out at 5 o'clock, but doing some research, I'm going to try it. I went and rescheduled all of them, not the days. That's where I was getting before my mic went away. But the times. So rather than 5 o'clock, it tells me that Mondays, 5 o'clock is good. That's when most of my viewers are on Eastern time. On Thursdays, it says most of my viewers are on at 6 o'clock is when I should put my video out. So Thursdays are now going to be 6 o'clock. Mondays are going to be 5 o'clock. Now I know it bumped it a little bit, but in reading some and doing some research, one of the things that the algorithm does, I'm sorry if I'm boring y'all, but I want to explain why I'm doing it too. A little bit what the algorithm does is it takes my video, yes, to people that are subscribed to me, it gives it to them. But then it'll throw it out there. And if it gets some traction within that first hour, they'll throw it out there again in the second hour. If it doesn't get any traction in that first hour, not enough, and it's not click-through rates, they actually don't push it as much. I posted a video and I got 2,000 views instantly. Yeah, that's crazy. That's really, really good. Yeah, and so as you can tell, I've been working on thumbnails, working on titles, working on stuff, because I know with the traveling videos, I don't have as big of a following on that. It just hasn't taken off. Those haven't really taken off. I'm hoping that with a lot of the national parks that we end up going to, more people will watch. But if you look at my viewership, it's down, which means also any potential income is down too. Now, not saying I make a ton, but my stealth camping videos, they get more traction. A lot more traction. So my views are coming back up. So I'm hoping within the next month or so, those will be doing better as well. So we need to watch as soon as it comes out to help you. Yes, that would be beneficial. If you got me on a schedule, go on, watch, and then hit the like. And if you want, even sharing a video, they pick that up too. But that would really help to try to gain a little bit more traction. We are growing, and it's doing good, but I'm just trying to figure it out. Yeah, because even the stealth camping ones are down when I started doing the travel ones. Not to say I didn't like doing the travel ones. I loved it. and but there's not as many people that watch my travel ones as do the stealth camping. So enough with that. But there is a time change. I'm going to try to follow their recommendation. So Mondays, it'll be the travel videos will come out at 5. And then Thursday, it'll be at 6 p.m. Now, on Friday, it said, I think that said 5 o'clock. I'll have to look at it again. It's either 5 or 6. But one nice thing with the weekends is, they do put it out again the second day. I've noticed on the weekends, they'll hit it again on Saturday. And doing a video right now with Memorial Day this weekend, I was surprised it's doing as good as it did the Friday night's video. So it is definitely going good. And people got multiple days to watch as well. But I think it does help when I put a video out, if I try to do it when you guys are going to be around, because you can click on it fairly soon within that hour, and then they run it for a while, and then if it's not gaining traction, they put it on the back shelf. That's what I'm finding out and understanding. Oh, question here, Josh, do you think it's because your content has been primarily stealth camping, so when you change the travel vlog, maybe it's not sent to your entire demographic? Yes, I think that is true. I think that is very true. And then I know as the early on when I was being able to put them out, I wasn't able to do a lot of the computer work for it, like hashtags, descriptions. I was starting to be able to do that, but not really hashtags. Now they say hashtags really don't help, but I think they do. In fact, my Friday night's video, I forgot to put hashtags on it, and it went 24 hours. And I was sitting at the computer and I thought I'd go in and look at it. I was like, oh my goodness, I didn't put any hashtags on. So I put some hashtags in, and then all of a sudden it bumped again. So I think hashtags do work. I noticed category is any anything thing to play with too. Um, yeah, the category is so. I did change a lot of the travel ones to travel. So those all have travel category. All my stealth camping ones are entertainment. That's the best thing I could see that fit because it's not education. So, hi, Tony. Love watching all your videos, but the stealth campings are my favorite. Do you plan on doing more soon? Yes. So, since I've been back, well, we did the Walmart one last Friday, and then we did one, oh no, two Fridays ago. Then we did that one with Bailey last Friday, a week ago. And then this past Friday, I did the one behind Dixon Target's sporting goods overnight. So I did that Wednesday night, and I was uploaded and ready to go, I think 10 o'clock in the morning, that Thursday morning for Friday. That's probably why I didn't do hashtags because I already did everything I thought for it and forgot all about it. But yes, definitely plan on incorporating all my stealth camps in on Fridays. So they are going to be on Friday evening. I'm not exactly sure the time. Yeah, next time I'm in Ventura County, absolutely. I should try to do one. That's where on Monday's video that you guys watched when I got into California, and then I ended up going up to Ventura County and then met up with Dana from behind the mountains, and then we went out on Carrizo Plains for 2 days. Well, the plains one day, and then closer back to the mountain. But in my intro, you see us, we go over the mountain and it's snowing, so it was really cool. Then it was cold. We were both cold. You could see our breath. Oh, I do want to say Stitch isn't on here. I don't see him on here, but hey, Eva, how you doing? And Gunner, how are you? Stella, nice. Whiskey Adventures, how you doing, brother? Late to the live, how you doing, Tony? Well, it's actually same live, but actually second live because we went live and then had an issue with the StreamYard again. Just nobody could hear me. So the first part of it was good, and then nobody can hear me after that. So, and I can't figure out why YouTube changed. I can't put my phone landscape so you can see the whole thing. So I'm trying to squeeze in this narrow area. All right. So late to the live again. How are you doing, Tony? I'm doing good. Hey, Sammy, how you doing? Dr. Sammy. All righty. All right. Let's see. Camping All Out says you could call this live 2.0. There you go, Josh. Absolutely. And so this is what I was trying to do in the last live. Jonathan, my son, who's in Space Force, he was in the Army for 5.5 years, transferred over to Space Force, and he's in charge of training and stuff. But when he came up, we were going to do a camp, and I just was saying we got started late because we had a baby shower, his baby shower, his wife's baby shower, and their baby. They don't know what they're going to have yet, and they're not going to find out. So it was a gender neutral, so we don't know if they're having a boy or a girl, but it will be our 8th grandchild. Hey, Shade Tree, it says when we meet up next week, you will learn so much more about the monster that's called YouTube. Yeah. Anyone is so knowledgeable on everyone is so knowledgeable on everything. Yes. So I'm going to open this and then I'll mention that. So Jonathan brought 2 of these for us to to drink. It's a Jocko. It's made by someone ex-military, I believe. I was going to have him talk about it on there, but he said, "Dad, you drink this one. I'll get us more." So it's yeah. So I'm gonna pop it open. So this is just an energy drink, and I need energy because I got a lot to do this week. I got a lot to do tonight yet too. All right. So cheers, and for all of our fallen veterans for this Memorial Day, we salute you. Yes. Oh, let me get it this way so you can see the can. Oh, we salute you and thank you for your service. All right. Black cherry vanilla. Pretty good. Pretty good. So, so when I was pointing to the 55-liter backpack, that one right over there, so you can see it sitting right there. That one I've got set up with that hammock. No, that's got the Eagle Nest hammock in it, and I put the bug net on, the Eagle Nest bug net on it last night. I strung it up in here, and then put the bug net and got it all ready, packed away. So that's the one I'm going to use. And then the one that we had used on our stealth camp, this one here, which is the Equip hammock that's got those two fiberglass rods for the bug net. And Dennis, thank you so much for these hammocks. They are amazing. I thought I was laying in a good hammock, the one I started out with. Nope, these are amazing. And then Dennis has them all geared out so that with the buckle straps and everything. Well, you'll see that on the video. If you didn't watch Friday night's video, you'll see this hammock right here. I've got the AMA quilt on it, and right here's the hammock. That one's all set up, ready to go in that backpack right there. And why am I taking two backpacks and two hammocks? Well, because on this week, I'm meeting up with, I don't know if you guys remember him or not. He's part of the Stealth Camping Alliance, Camp Gourmet. He had come to my meetup that I had at Cabela's, drove all the way from Ohio, came and visited, and he emailed me about a week and a half ago and said, "Hey, for Memorial Day, I'm going up to my parents up in Connecticut, and I'll be coming through your area, I think, because he's going to hit the 80-81 split where I did the stealth camp on that circle." And he says, "Maybe we should get together and try to do a camp." I said, "That would be awesome." So we figured it out. And on Thursday, he was coming through, and I drove out to a place that I was looking at on Google Earth, but I wanted to see it. And I found it, and it's like a mountain that goes up both sides of a little dirt road right off of the highway. And I got there early, about maybe 3 hours early, and I was just driving around, just doing stuff, looking for spots, things like that. But I found what's I think is an ideal spot. And Camp Gourmet does what? He cooks. So the idea is to get together and have him cook a meal, and then I'm going to make dessert. But we found a spot. It's going to be great. I'm really looking forward to it. So he's going to be coming back from Connecticut, and I've got to get these packed away because he's never slept in a hammock. And he was talking about bringing a tent maybe. I said, "Not in Pennsylvania where we're going to go. Anywhere like that, it's all rocks. Unless we're going to a campground that's all been picked over, or the Appalachian Trail or something like that, where you can find a flat spot or something like that. But other than that, if we're going to be in the woods, it's rock. It's better to hang from a tree." So I found a great spot. Hi, Tony from Sunbury. All righty. So Sunbury, Night Rider Gaming. I was not too far from you. In fact, you recognize Sunbury's. I'm driving in the intro from Friday night's video. You'll see I'm at the stoplight, and then I come down into the town, go along the Susquehanna River, then across the Susquehanna River, then up Selinsgrove Strip to the Target and Giant. There's a whole bunch of other stuff there, stores. So, so we're gonna do a. I don't want to. It's a stealth camp, but well, we're gonna have to be stealthy because there is a road there and the highway's right there. But we get off an exit. It's funny. I'll tell you the exit. Well, on the video, but you get off the exit and there's not much around. There's no services, no buildings. There's one building, but we're gonna go just. It's 2 to 4 tenths of a mile from where we get off, up into the mountain. And like I said, great spot. There's a creek right there. I found some really nice trees, and I've been thinking of a good setup for the 2 hammocks, and I think you're gonna like it. Mike, there's a nice little trail not too far from there as well, so might check the little trail out. Gonna definitely have my trekking poles because I did go out on that trail a little bit, cross the creek, and there's a little bridge. It's gonna be neat. I'll probably filter some water with my Sawyer squeeze. I'll be taking water as well, but I want to use this one gravity feed filtration. Maybe. I'm not sure yet, but I think I might do that. Yeah. All right. Just making sure I see. Hey, Lou. Good evening, all. Hey, Polo Pony. Hi, Tony from Lafayette, Indiana. All righty. Yes. Well, welcome, guys, and everyone for, like I said, coming on. I really appreciate you guys sharing your Sunday evenings with me. We got 27 people watching right now and 24 thumbs up. So hit the like button if you get a chance. And I don't have to worry about scrolling comments and things like that. That didn't work on here. So. Let's see. Alrighty. So Shade Tree, what he's talking about is I am going to a rendezvous. Said it right. So I'm going to a rendezvous, and I'm going to meet up with Chris from Shade Tree. He invited me to a rendezvous that's got, I believe it had roughly around 24 YouTubers there last year. So it is going to be a Friday night. I'm going to get there and I'm going to camp out Friday night. Might go up Thursday. I'm just not sure yet of my schedule. But might go up Thursday and set up, do a little bit of filming. There's going to be other YouTubers there. The main day is Saturday. That's when most everybody comes, and people come from North Carolina. Think they had, Chris was telling me, people from Ohio, New York, different places like that, all show up, and it's a way to get together and talk and about YouTube and what works, what doesn't work, and get some tips and tricks and share some knowledge with one another, and really just get to know each other as creators and see if we can support one another as well. So I'm really looking forward to it. There's a fishing derby, I believe. There might be a cook-off too. I forget everything they got planned, but Freezer Outdoors, I believe, I'm saying it right. Freezer Outdoors has the land and the pond and everything that we're going to go to. Josh says, this is the highlight of my social calendar. Oh, brother, thank you so much. I enjoy your content. Tony says, plus you're local too. Absolutely. Hey, Knight Rider, we got to get together and have coffee. I'm still trying to get to have coffee with a lot of people. We should do a coffee meetup or something somewhere. That'd be cool. All right. So let's see. Oh, Thursday night's video that was just this past Thursday in our travel video. That was Dana and I going out to Carrizo Plains. Oh my goodness. With the super bloom, that was amazing. And we cooked that meal inside the building, the old homestead that was there. So that was a really once in a lifetime video, once in a lifetime opportunity to sleep where we slept and in that area. But also it's like once every 10 years is a bloom like that. And it was blooming. And I believe it was, we almost caught it at the peak. And if you remember in the morning in the video, all the frost that was on there was, had all the flowers bent over. And I tried to show as much as I could on the video. Will they video the rendezvous, or can you post your own videos? Yeah, everybody that's there, if they want to record videos, they do. Some people, I believe, would be posting their videos. I'm going to do one as well, and I'm going to talk. I'm not sure how it's going to. I'm going to pray about it and see how it all works. But I'm going to work on sitting down with certain other channels, talking to them about their channel, getting to know them a little better, and then hopefully you guys can get to know them as well. And I'm looking forward to meeting a very young guy. He's only 21, Nicholas Green. Really looking forward to meeting him. I know I started following his channel because I was doing gold panning about a year and a half, maybe a little bit more than that. I was gold panning and doing videos on gold panning as well as other stuff. But his video popped up in my feed. So I went and I looked on his channel and I looked back at his very first video. And, I think he started doing videos at maybe 16 years old, something like that. And he did a camp in his backyard in a snowstorm, so he's been doing a lot of videos and a lot of different topics and things like that. And he's got a great little channel. And, well, it's not little. I think he's got 600,000 subscribers. So I'm looking forward to meeting him and just getting to know him as a young man. And I know he struggles with some things, and hopefully I can be a help to some things with him as well. Let's see. Speaking of gold panning, I had some success. All righty. That is awesome, Running Deer Outdoors. A lot of people don't know this, but if you go get playground sand at like a Home Depot or a Lowe's, you can pan and you can find some fine gold in even playground sand, or just sand from say like a Lowe's or a Home Depot or something like that. If you want to just learn the skill, because it's a skill of panning. Lots of fun, very relaxing too. Very, very relaxing. And alrighty. So Running Deer Outdoor Adventures, how's the fly tying going? I think you started tying some flies while I was on my travels. Yeah. So so Thursday night's video, really incredible. And Dana, I know I don't see you on here, but if you do watch this, I want to thank you and your family for hosting me and having me out there for a couple days. And like I said, that was a beautiful, and letting me stealth camp in your parking lot in your RV with heat. So that was great. Alrighty. Okay. All right. We got 33 people watching. All right. And we got 31 likes. Thanks for hitting that like button, guys. Really appreciate that. And like I said, I'm going to figure this thing out. I don't know if I'm going to do StreamYard anymore, because that's just been it's not working out with my phone. It made me do a download last week, and as soon as I did that, it got worse. So I thought I had it fixed. Was doing good in the first part, but then my microphone always goes out. It's not giving me an option to go out and come back in anymore like it did before. So I apologize for that. So I've got to get this hammock into a backpack for my trip coming up. And then, so when I get out in that video that I do with Camp Gourmet, now he's not going to film. I believe he participated in one stealth camping challenge. I think it was a cooking challenge. He put that video out, but then got involved with some things, got busy, has filmed a few more videos, but didn't put them out. I don't believe he's going to film tomorrow or when we go out. but I am going to definitely be filming it, and I'll show you guys what we do, and just give you a little recipe. He's making gumbo, so that's what we're going to have to eat. All right, where did you first learn about stealth camping? Good question. Actually, I did it, and then I saw the term stealth camping. And Squib had watched my one video that I did out in Centralia and commented on it, and then told me about Stealth Camping Alliance, and then I went over there. I even used the term stealth camping in that video. I'm not exactly sure how it all came about, but then months and months and months later, you know, well, let's see. Then I had the stroke. 27 hours before I did that March challenge. So 27 hours right before I had my stroke, I did a stealth camp under a bridge. It was a bridge challenge. And then I was in the hospital for the premiere. And a lot of you guys jumped on and watched the premiere. Then later on, I just kept doing it because stealth camping for me, well, the 50 days after the stroke, Rachel dropped me off and I did the one behind Walmart or across from Walmart in the woods. And then that was the one I first did when I came back from traveling. This year I wanted to get a kind of a gauge of how much better I can do. But stealth camping has been really good for me as far as to be stealth. A lot of times you got to be not hike real far. So you kind of look for a spot that's not like a mile into the woods, or 2 miles up a trail. Maybe you ditch the car or have someone drop you off and you got to hike a ways to find your spot, but usually you already have your spot scoped out. At least that's what I do. I try to scope the spot out, do a little bit of recon on that just to see what it's like. Now, the one day I didn't do recon, I just went out. I ended up coming. That was the one time I actually did not camp because it got too late. That's when I was going to do that McDonald's. Didn't feel right. Went over. There's a abandoned, destroyed. It might be a Quality Inn or something like that. Days Inn. But I pulled up to that, and there was 2 state police cars there, and I asked the groundskeeper at the other hotel, and he said, yeah, they just found a body up there yesterday. So then I knew why I didn't feel comfortable. So I ended up looking for another spot for another camp. And I haven't done that one yet at the spot I found after that. But I was thinking about it the other day. I might check that other spot out again where the body was found, but the guy told me that they regularly find bodies up there, people overdose and things like that. So I'm not sure. That one's going to take some prayer. I have a few stealthy spot ideas that I've thought about doing. Maybe you could try them if you want, if you need ideas. Absolutely. Yes, certainly. Thank you very much. Hey, that's Belen. How do I pronounce that? Beleni Shea, Ethiopia. Ethiopia is where she's from, so that's her channel. I haven't seen you all pop on here in a long time. Well, welcome. It's morning over there. All right. So, yes, I want to say thanks for coming on. Let's see. So we've been on about, it says 34 minutes, but we started on the other one. We got about 30 some minutes in. So what kind of questions does maybe anybody have for me? And I'll keep an eye out for some question marks there. So hopefully that answered some of the stealth camping when it all started for me. But I enjoy it. I really, really love stealth camping. And this last one was really exciting. The one we did Wednesday night, but it was Thursday night's video. when I got there, I mean, immediately you had the, and I don't know if you picked up on it. Somebody could put a comment in the comments. When I was walking away from the car, and I went, I don't know if I locked the car. And I knew I didn't at that point. So I turned around and I had my key and I go, bleep, bleep. I did the unlock button, not the lock button. And I only noticed that when I edited or was watching the video Friday night. Me, I watch my videos too. But I was watching it and I was like, oh, I unlocked the car. But someone made a comment that I usually two bleeps is unlock. So it was good. It was good all night long. Actually, where I was at in the woods, I couldn't see the car. I really couldn't. I could hear vehicles coming in and out, parking next to it, but I couldn't see them. Let's see. Josh says, do you have any camping gear you haven't had a chance to use yet that are looking forward to trying this summer? Well, the bug net, the Eagles Nest Outfitter hammock bug net that Dennis sent me, it's already packed away. I actually put the hammock, it's all set up. What I like to do is I like to have everything all together so that you'll see me in the video. I just grab the one side of the cord in my bag and then I just wrap it around the tree. Then a lot of times I'll walk it out to the other tree, but it's all set up already. Those buckle straps are perfect for that. Then you can just yank them and then they just tighten up to where you'd like it to be every time. I'm probably going to use the one with the Eagles Nest Outfitter. That's the one that I used the time before Walmart. But if you remember, I didn't have a bug net on at Walmart. There's actually a zipper. It zips down the center of the bug net, and then you have to stuff your hammock in both ends and run the cords out the ends. And then I zipped it up, and it's all in there with the under quilt, the top quilt. No, the top quilt's at the bottom of the bag. So I like to pack it so I can deploy it quickly. I mean, if I got to take them back out of stuff sacks, and at the end of the camp, got to put everything back into the stuff sacks. Well, one, it's hard for me to stuff anything with this right hand and arm just from the stroke. It's hard to do. So the easier it is, the better. Yeah, there's a couple other things. Oh, one thing I'm charging up right now. Let's see. Greetings from Washington. Hey, Simone Wilson, how are you doing? Greetings from Washington, D.C. Are you ever frightened to run into someone crazy in the places that you set up in? I always say, I hope he's safe in there. It's a thought. It really is a thought, but some places are more sketchy than others. I know anytime that you're camping off the highway, something like that, I mean, there are people that travel, that are coming from other states. So you want to kind of make sure, you're kind of in a not so bad area. But I always pray about it. And if I don't feel good in my spirit, I don't stay there. I move. How are those cheeseburgers last night? Man, Miss 2.0 loved them. I got hamburger there, and 2.0 fan. We were talking, and I did the hamburger press, did them on the grill, did them slow, but they were big, they were thick, and I usually use Cooper Sharp cheese, but I got American cheese, and I told the girl at the counter, cut it double thick, not your regular slice, do a double thick slice. And it was big enough to where it covered the whole hamburger, except for a little bit, was sticking out. So they were big burgers. They were pretty big, and they didn't shrink. I don't know if you know the trick with putting your thumb in the middle of it, making a little, like a donut out of it, but it works really good. When do you plan on doing Trail Magic? Okay. And is Lisa going with you? I got to get some supplies. All right. So my idea was to work on doing some Trail Magic this coming week. but I have so much going on. And so when I went out, and I got there 3 hours early. So when Camp Gourmet was coming, he drove about 4 hours to meet me there, but he's going through to Connecticut and we're going to meet up on the way back. But I needed to scope the area out because on Google Earth and Street View, you can't always tell, and sometimes it's old, so you don't know. I got out there. I was just hit with needing an oil change, which I did the free oil change, but then I needed some other stuff. So that just cost me like 200 and some dollars. They did tell me I needed tires, which they told me out in St. George as well. But I was trying to buy me some time for tires and get as much out of it as I could. But when Camp Gourmet and I took him, he got in my car. We went up to the spot. I showed him the spot, really loving it. Then I decided to go up the road a little further, and I saw that there was fresh shale put on the road. First thought was, uh-oh, but I can't turn around. So I went up to a turnaround, came back down, and the thought was, it's weird how I get these thoughts, but you just got a flat. So I'm coming down, and as soon as I had that thought, it was less than a minute, my tire pressure came on in my car, and I went, yep, I sliced the tire. So we drove down, got to his vehicle, got out, looked at it. Rather than we found the leak. I do have a plug tool, but it wasn't that fast, and I wanted to try to get to a place that could change it or fix it. And so I have that tire pump, that JF. It's not in here; it's in the car. I got to charge back up and in the car. But it's one of the tire pumps, and it's one of the things that I took along, did a gear review on before we left. And I also have another one there that was in the car, but it's back in here again. I'll put that one in there too, just in case. But on the trip, I never needed it. 9,350 miles, no flat. And I drove on some rough areas and rough roads. Definitely did. So the Lord was really watching out for me. It was good that he was there. Camp Gourmet, I mean, he said he would follow me up the road. We pumped the tire up. It was down to 16 pounds pressure. I pumped it all the way back up to 36. He said he would follow me. He was going in the same direction. So we got going. We went to a Walmart, but they were closing. And they said they couldn't just patch one tire because there was hardly very many threads on it. So I knew I needed all four. You don't want to just replace one. So I ended up, they pumped it up, and then I pumped it up 2 more times with the portable. It got down, the lowest it got was 11 pounds, and I kept pumping it up to 36. So a total of three times I pumped it up with that. So, it's hard to do reviews on products when you don't have certain situations. I mean, I let the air out of a tire and I pumped it back up, and I thought I was in a spot. I was like, oh, if this doesn't work, I'm stuck. So, but I ended up, I want to say that was great. I still had about 28% left on the charge when I plugged it into the wall to get it up to 100%. And I pumped that tire up 3 times from, on average, about down to 14%, all pounds of pressure, all the way up to 36. And I went to 36, and I think I went to 41 once because I wanted to overinflate, but I made it all the way home. So, needless to say, it was flat in the morning, but I parked it and came in, charged up the thing, and I knew the next morning when I go out, I could pump it up. Now, Subaru wanted over, when I was there doing that oil change and stuff, they wanted $1,098 for tires. Nope, ain't got it. So I checked with Walmart here several days earlier, got a quote from, it was around $585 for all 4. The only problem with Walmart, I like stealth camping there, but they broke the lug nut. So I have a post that's gone. I've got to get that fixed yet. They are going to reimburse me for that. It was funny. The guy says, "Hey, we lug nut stud came off. Now the guy that put it on, it broke when he put it on. We just took it off, and it was like this." And I'm like, okay, but since it's our possession, we'll get it fixed. But we don't fix those kind of things. You have to go somewhere and get a quote. So I got a quote for that, and they are going to reimburse me for it. So, boy, I'm talking a lot. I ended up getting tires the other day. It cost me almost $600 for tires, but I'm not going to need tires for quite some time. But that took all of any discretionary funds I was going to use for Trail Magic. So, yeah, even though a lot of the items are low cost, I do have some stuff, but it was, yeah. So this month's not good. And then I've got some other cost things that just popped up. So yes, not good. And as I mentioned earlier, views are down. So YouTube was really little this month, and that was helping out with other stuff. So with the cost of doing keep putting videos out, I know I want to do the Appalachian Trail. I'm going to. I just don't know if I'm going to be able to do it within the next 2 weeks. I'm going to try. But I've got some things coming up that I've got to do, and some things that I got to recoup from. But yes, so we're gonna and Lisa will go with me if she's off. Now this weekend, Lisa is working. She worked all weekend. This is her weekend to work, and she works tomorrow and Tuesday. So she's got a full one. So that's the only reason I'm going out to do a stealth camp, because after she works a weekend, I try to stay around and hang out with her. But yes, she wants to do some adventures too. So she says we got to plan one together. So and trail magic, she loves doing trail magic and meeting everybody out there for that. So I've got to get that done. Alrighty. Yes. Yes. Oh, thank you, darling. Yeah. So we had Thursday, so Friday, and so that video is crazy. Like I said, I love doing the stealth camps, and that stealth camp had all the elements in it. A sliver of woods, 4 houses right behind us, and I didn't get it on camera because I didn't have my camera pointed that way or filming. But people came right out of the house. A guy came out of the house and then walked up the road, and I'm like, oh, and that's when I was talking pretty loud. And a kid goes down the road on a little scooter, electric scooter. So it was a lot. And then when I said, all right, I think we're just going to get out here, I'm going to pack up and get out. It's going to get busy around here. 5 minutes after I walked out of the woods and I'm back at the car, and I get in the car and I'm sitting there and just hanging out. Hey, McCall's camping. How are you doing? How have you been? 2.0. I've been doing good. Hope you've been doing good as well. All right. So I was sitting in the car and I was starting to do a little bit of editing before I left because I wanted to catch a couple things on there just in the timeline. And I hear these weed eaters going, and I look over my shoulder at the woods. One guy's walking along the edge of the woods weed eating, and another guy's going along the curb right down at the small strip there. So if I had not left when I did, we'd have been right in the middle of weed eaters, but that would also have been good for filming. Yeah, need to get Bailey in some more videos. I heard dogs for boost views. Yes, dogs and wives, I guess, boost views. People like to see you getting out, with more people than just yourself sometimes. Yeah. And yes. But so Thursday, I think I may go up Thursday. I'm not sure yet. I got to check with my honey and see what she's got going on Thursday. But I might just go up Friday morning, get set up. I'm not sure yet, but anyhow, I'm gonna. Hey, old crack and dated. How are you doing? Late, but there, but here. Yes, you are. So, is she stealth camp? Yes, very interesting stealth camp at Dick's. That was a good one. Because I had to stand still so many times. I stood still more in that video than I think I did filming. So I was like standing still, and yeah, that UPS guy right there. Oh, yeah, it was great. That was a good film. And then the thing, all the sirens in the morning, all the sirens and stuff, uh, pretty cool. I was like, oh, are they coming for me? So, yeah. So, yeah. You're late too. Aw, but I'm glad you're both here. So going up on, well, I'm going to spend the night Friday, have the get to meet a lot of people at the rendezvous. Then I'm going to probably leave there late Saturday night and make my drive about 5 hours to go to another rendezvous for uh, oh, where am I going? Swatera Park, Walter Zona. Walter Zona is having a meetup, and a lot of guys that came to my meetup, like Walter and Lewis, are going to be there as well. So I plan to get over there, and I want to show my support for them too. So I'm going to find a place to camp so that I'm there in the morning for their meetup, and then they're going to go on a hike. We'll see how I feel. I believe it's less than 2 miles in, but I don't know the terrain. We'll see, and we'll see how I do on my editing too, because I'm not sure if I'll do it on a combined video for the two rendezvous or a separate one. So I'm not sure yet. We'll have to see how all it plays out. Oh, what was comment? The high stakes, more risky camps are the most entertaining. Absolutely, they are. They are really entertaining for both of us. Yeah, yeah, it definitely is. So definitely is. Yeah, I guess old Kraken did took a nap. Never lay down after you eat. Oh, absolutely. It tends to make you sleep. Yes, it does. But I'm having this drink here because I've got it's an energy drink. It's a military, ex-military guy makes them. Jonathan, my son, gave it to me. New and improved flavor. And it is black cherry and vanilla. It's actually really good. Hmm. Real energy, zero crash. So, hmm. Okay. Oh, that's what I might do. I was working on a video today, right before you guys came on live. I'm charging it up. So, little preview. So this is a 200. It's All Powers is the company name. All Powers power bank. What I like about it, it's less than 3 pounds. It's about 99% charged right now. So I've been charging it for a couple of hours. Then I can finish doing my review on it. But I'm probably going to take this camping with me. I like the 110 outlet plug. Now, why I like this is because it'll fit in my backpack, and it's not real heavy. It's not real heavy at all. Not that I would use the pronged plug much in a camp. But if you took a laptop with you and you wanted to look at your laptop, but who uses those anymore with phones, you could plug that in. But if you have a CPAP machine, this will handle it. And you can almost use this in a house too, um, or take to a hotel room or something like that, and use it as a backup. Run your CPAP machine out of here and just have the cord plugged in, have it always charging. So if the power goes out, it'll switch to this immediately, and then you'll get your CPAP will stay on. Yeah. But I'm planning on taking that for lighting, editing, things like that. I really want to give it a good try. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out if there is a power station that would power my oxygen machine. If you know how much it draws, that is easy to figure out. So this is 200 watt hours, 154 watts, but it's a 200 continuous output. If I plug in, say, like no battery in a laptop, I believe it'll do that for 3 hours. It tells you how long it will last with what charge is on there. Whatever you plug in, it automatically tells you how much time you got left. That's very inexpensive. Price per watt, really cheap. And then I told them if they were going to send it to me, don't send it to me without the solar panels. So there's 60 watt of solar panels, so they travel as well. This opens up and got little carabiners you can hang it, but I wouldn't put them like this, hang them from anything, because you want to be at I believe it's 41 degrees is where you'd want to be, and then pretty much in the full sun. So I'll probably take that to the rendezvous with me as well, even though I've got the other power bank in the car and 200 watts of solar power on that. But that's the review I'm working on right now for them. So that's the All Powers S200. And I believe I saw it on Amazon as well. But so that's what I'm doing. So there's going to be some review videos coming out. I've got to review that. Got to review a couple more things. Yeah. I don't know. Anything else, guys? It's getting to be coming up on an hour for this live, the 2.0 live. The 1.0 live didn't work out too good on that StreamYard. Like I said, I'm kind of disappointed with StreamYard. It was working, but I never had been able to figure out the microphone. It's always gone bad on me halfway through. And I thought maybe because you see I don't have the tree lights on. I thought there was maybe interference. Any mail for Mail Sunday? No. Oh, yes. But I knew what it was. Stitch sent me my puffy jacket and gloves that I left out in Colorado. So he mailed those to me back. So I got those the other day. I picked those up at the post office, and now I've got my puffy jacket on. But it came after I was out the other day. But other than that, there wasn't any mail for Mail Sunday night. So I figured I wouldn't hold up my jacket. Oh, look, I got mail, my jacket. But thank you very much, Stitch, for sending that. And I want to get Miss Stitch. She loves spam. I want to send her some stickers, some spam stickers I got. All right. So any other questions? Oh, what's coming up? We got video coming up Monday. Monday's going to be, we go up to Lone Pines. So it's a Western film museum. It's where I'll take you all the way through this little museum. They got a lot of stuff in there. It's a small museum. It's a Western movie museum. John Wayne, he filmed, about 90 films right in there. Tremors was filmed in that area up in Alabama Hill. So, and then we go into Alabama Hill, and there was a moon set. One morning that I woke up, the moon was going down. I think that's in the video as well, as part of the intro. Not sure, I can't remember. So, but we go to Lone Pine, and then that's Monday night. No, that'll be out at 5 o'clock Monday, because that's what YouTube was telling me. 5 for Monday, and then 6 o'clock Thursday is going to be me going into Death Valley. So we're going to go travel into Death Valley, and that's going to be on Thursday. And then, hey, you're going to see a Stealth Camp Gourmet and I collaboration video on Friday at 6 o'clock. I'll put that one up. It's either 6 or 5. I can't remember what Friday's the recommendation it told me to try. I'm going to try the recommendation for a little while and see how it goes, and maybe it'll get a bump on views and things like that. But I do want to say thank you, everyone, for watching the videos. And we did have a good within 2 days. So the first 48 hours, we got 22,300 and some views on Friday Night Stealth Camp. So that is awesome. And I think we got maybe 9 or 10 more subscribers. So we broke the 7,800 mark. So we got 7,800 subscribers. And so anything that you guys want to see that maybe I'm not doing, shoot me an email. Let me know what that could be. And I'll try to see if we can incorporate some of that stuff. Yeah, how did you like those crackers, cheese, and olives and summer sausage? That was a great little snack. Did you try it out for your next party idea? Yeah. And I think I did pronounce those olives right. So that Kalamata, I think that's how it's pronounced. Just wanted to say thank you for introducing me to the Louisiana Crunch Cake. So yummy. Yes, Red Fox, they are delicious. Hard to find, but delicious. I went the other day and I checked both my spots out. I asked them if they had any back in the freezer. If they're ever out of them, go to the bakery, say, hey, you got any of these stashed in the back? They're frozen, but they'll get you one if they're in the freezer. They checked, none in the freezer. I went to the Walmart gas station where there's every once in a while 1 or 2 stuffed back under the chips. Nope. So I have 1 left. And that 1, I'm not going to eat it. I'm going to make it for Camp Gourmet. That's what he's going to have for dessert. I got to figure out, maybe I'll make something for me too. Because I got to have a dessert, right? Yeah. All right. Yeah. Hey, if you want a Louisiana Crunch Cake shirt, check out the spread shirt. Go down and click on the shirts in the when you're watching a video, and look up the Louisiana Crunch Cake T-shirt or coffee mug. I think I got them both. Yep, and it says Random Adventures 2.0. I tried to make it look as much as I could like that. All right. I love old Western, says Josh. Yes, you do. All right, I do too. Yeah, Rin Tin Tin was filmed out there. Lone Ranger. A lot of different movies were filmed in that area. Really, it was crazy how many films they did. And I do a nice little walk around in the museum. I ended up spending the whole day or half the day the next day in the museum. They let me come back the next day after I woke up and did the I sleep. We look for a spot in amongst the rocks in Alabama Hills. We go through a real tight area, road, about a 3-mile road. A lot of great scenery in this one. Yeah, and when you watch that video, like I see when they started monetizing on merch, the old Westerns, and I forget who it was. Did a lot. You could get lunch boxes, and you can see the timeline in the museum. I don't know if they actually mention it, but I take notice to it that, a lot of the ones start getting a lot of merch where you could get plates and glasses and all camping stuff that was from that Western. Yeah. That's going to be a pretty cool one. A lot of good information. Like I said, those don't get a lot of views, but if you can share it or tell someone about it, I greatly appreciate that. Kind of help it get a little bump. Yep. All right. So 105. I got to pack. So I got to get all the gear set up for my next camp. So I'm going to go ahead and work on that. I want to say thanks a lot for coming on tonight, and really, really appreciate you, especially with all the early trouble of the mic not working, things like that. And I got to get this thing figured out at some point. This narrow way is not, I don't really care for it. I like to be horizontal, but I guess Instagram and all those other things like it this way. All right. Well, this isn't going on Instagram. All right. Well, hey, I'm doing a lot of talking and I'm just kind of going around in circles now. So I want to say, hey, thanks a lot for coming along. Cue the music. Well, I haven't got that figured out yet either, but one of these days we will. All right. So good night, everyone, and God bless you all. Hey, Johnny, how are you doing? Thank you so much. Great talking to you earlier this week. And Darlene, give me a call when we hang up. I got your message earlier. All right. All right. Good night, everyone, and God bless. And, don't forget to, think about all those who sacrificed over Memorial Day and, just gave the ultimate sacrifice, who did not come home. And we get to have all these freedoms. All right. God bless everyone. And y'all have a great night. Tony 2.0 out. Oh, I got a lot of packing to do. All right. We'll see you guys. All right. Bye.